8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey, what's up, fam? Welcome back to another episode of 49 Faithfullee. We're your hosts, Miriah and Melissa. We're here after the 49ers just beat the snot out of these pesky little loser Commanders, 37-20. Man, the team really came alive that second half. The first half, I was kind of like, man, this team got to get going a little bit. In the second half, they definitely came out to play. Kittle with a monstrous game. Back-to-back games with him with 2 touchdowns.
Third of the year.
Yep. Before I turn it over to you, let's go and start a giveaway. We're doing giveaways fast tonight because we got to get in and out. I have a lot of giveaways lined up for you guys since it's Christmas Eve. Since we won, what is this, 9 in a row now? 9?
I call dibs on 38.
So let's start with the giveaway. Enter your numbers 1 through 100. You know the drill. Let's say what's up to the chat. JDLR, Bebop.
Hi, JDLR.
Tia,
Bebop.
Joel.
Tia, Joel.
Danielle. Hey, sis.
Danielle.
Hope you guys are all wonderful.
Melissa, happy holidays to everybody.
Happy holidays. What's up? How you feeling?
You were asking something, Miriah? Sorry.
Yeah, I said, what's up? How you feeling?
Frazzled. Absolutely cold and frazzled.
Frazzle dazzle.
Yes.
Bryant, Terradome. Hey.
Terradome. Bryant, what's up?
So yeah,
happy
I
holidays.
don't know how long we're going to be doing a show today. But if anybody would like to join us, let me know. I'll send you the link. For those that don't know, my family has tested positive with COVID, so that's what we're dealing with right now. So I wasn't going to make it. I told Melissa yesterday, we'll see how I feel today, if I was going to do the show or not. But I had already scheduled it, and everybody knows it's coming, so I felt bad not to show up for anything. So here I am. We'll see how long.
And I told her that we would all understand, and she came first, but she's stubborn. Must be living in the desert. You gotta be hardy type people.
Yeah. So with that being said, we're here. So I'll give you guys the best I can for as long as I can. So that's why we're doing giveaways fast, because I don't want to call the show short and then you guys not get anything. So yeah. Melissa, what do you think about this game?
If I never see Kyle Juszczyk do another freaking 4th and 1 in my lifetime, it'll be too soon. I swear to you, if I was not surrounded by my family and my 2 skittish dogs, I would have started punching some people or breaking some stuff like I was somebody else that we all know and love, but it drives me crazy. And it was in the freaking red zone to boot, so that made me even angrier.
Man. That call, like normally, like, you know, I don't have no hard feelings against Juice, whatever, but that call, and I was more mad at, I was mad at both Kyles in this situation. Like Kyle Shanahan for calling the freaking stupid ass play. You know, and
Kyle Juszczyk for that play.
You want to get cute on a 4th down play in the red zone, like, oh, we're gonna give it to Juice and then we're gonna have him toss it out to CMC. Like, that was the worst freaking thing I've seen.
I don't think it was supposed to be tossed out to CMC. I think he just fumbled the ball, and thankfully Christian McCaffrey was there to catch it.
Well, the announcers were trying to act like that was part of the play, so who knows?
But the announcers like sucking up to the freaking Commanders the entire game. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a group chat, and that's what they were saying too. Like, God, these announcers, what is this? A freaking Commanders, you know, like how.
And it was at San Francisco. So you would think they'd at least be like down the middle, or but it was crazy, and they were like so anti-Niners. It stunned me the way that they were like against Christian McCaffrey and this entire defense, and it's just like, could you at least try? Like, I thought Fox announcers were bad.
Yeah.
It almost made me wish we had like Tony Romo with his stupid Romo vision. And I have no love for the Romo vision.
Teradome said Kyle had to go to the locker room at halftime to get his bag. Yeah, something, because man, they came out looking like a completely different team. It's like, wow, like there's a team that I was expecting to show up.
You know what the funny part was, though? My father, who hates the Niners, like he's a diehard Giant fan who absolutely hates the Niners, he had more faith in this team winning than I did. So there are some Christmas miracles still to be found.
That's nice of him.
Oh, it wasn't nice. He wanted us to win so that way he gets into the playoffs. There's always a motive. Always a motive. They were rooting actively against the Commanders, the Lions, because somehow, some way, my brother still believes the Packers are getting into the playoffs. Go figure that one out.
When do they play? Right now?
They play tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Who's the tonight game? I'm trying to get this shit on.
But he got all his wishes. The Giants lost, the Lions lost, and Seahawks lost.
So yeah, like Rodney says, hey Rodney, great win today, undefeated Purdy. So that's pretty awesome. Like when they had brought up on the, like during the game, they brought up the card that Purdy and with Purdy and Nick, you know, like that Christmas card. And
I think it was with Alfredo Gutierrez was on the card.
So I had taken a picture of it because I had been telling my wife about it earlier. I was like, but I haven't seen the card, so I'm taking a picture of it and I send it to her. You know, she's in the room back there. I sent it to her and I'm like, oh, this is the card, blah blah. I go, that's our quarterback, the little one. She goes, that's the backup quarterback. I go, no, that's the starting quarterback now. She goes, oh, how's he doing? I go, well, he hasn't lost yet, so I guess he's doing good, right? Like
that was the other thing that seemed to piss me off the most. It's like all game long they kept saying Montana young. Nobody in the entire Niner history has ever won their first 3 starts, and I was just like, did you like stop cheering so much against this kid? It's crazy. And then they keep starting the whole thing like all game long, whether they're gonna have a controversy on their hands, whether it's Brock and Trey next year or the whole Jimmy's coming back for the playoffs. Like, why would you want to start Jimmy if he's A, awful in the playoffs, and B, rusty as hell? Like, it's crazy the way, like, I'm used to them not wanting the Niners to succeed, but it's like been taken to a whole new level. Like, they're like so against a third string quarterback doing well. Like, it's crazy to me.
Everyone got their numbers in. We're drawing. For this one, we're going to do, let's see.
Yes, they did, Teradome. Jared Goff, once again, pulls a Goff.
Pulls a Goff.
Or Goof, as a lot of people like to call him, Jerry Goof.
Let's do some Kittle and Bosa love. Little duo here. Bosa see-through. Got Kittle behind the number.
Pretty.
All right. Good luck, everybody. Hope to have.
Is that a Santa hat underneath the Niner visor?
That's a Santa hat over it. It's a 49er Santa hat, but my normal hat that I usually wear. All right. Number is 86. What's up? What's up? Make sure if you guys aren't already that you go subscribe to East Coast Red and Gold Podcast.
Yes, he was, Jess. And I'm so happy for him. Not only back-to-back games with 2 touchdowns, but to have 3 of them this year, especially in a year where everybody wanted to either trade him off or cut him or move on from him because they all thought that he was on a down spiral or he was just overrated or he was gonna whatever. Congratulations, JDLR.
JDLR, 1 number away. You almost had that Danny Gray autograph that you want.
Didn't you win a signed Bosa jersey on East Coast Red and Gold, Miriah?
No, I was a jersey, not a signed jersey. Just a jersey, whatever jersey I wanted.
Maddie Beck's Ty, Jess, they were very good people.
Yep. And I didn't even know they were doing a giveaway. I just when we got off my show over here, I logged off, and then I seen Ty was live, so I'm like, well, let me go show him some love. And then a little bit later, they're like, oh, we're gonna do a giveaway, and I guessed Tafanga's number because I was like, okay, well, I'll just go with Tafanga's number, and I guessed it exactly right. I'm like, dang.
So that's what they meant by you having the Vegas juju on your side.
JDLR, I think that by the first glimpse of the score predictions, I think you won that too. Let me look real quick. Because only one person had guessed, well, two had guessed in the 30s for us, but their other score was way off. So,
right, can you see what's behind me?
Little, yeah.
So the rally towel there, the black, that's from Bex, because she knew I never had a Niners rally towel before, so she sent me that. Then your sign's right there with it.
It's nice. So yeah, JDLR, you won the score prediction as well. So if you're still here, if you could DM me on Twitter your 5 favorite current 49ers players and like 3 or 4 of your favorite from past teams, please and thank you. Appreciate it. And then go ahead and enter your numbers for the new giveaway. We'll get that started. And again, if anybody's in the chat that wants to come in, talk about the win, celebrate a little, let me know. I'll send you the link.
So what did you think of Jimmy Ward's turnover?
Jimmy Ward's been playing freaking awesome. Man, what a difference, getting used to a position and getting a club off your freaking hand makes. Huh?
So Bosa has the record. Do you think he can just beat Alden's record, or do you think he gets his 20 sacks or 20 plus?
What was Alden's?
19.5.
We got 2 games left.
Mm-hmm. I think he has,
and he's at what, 16 and a half?
I think 17.5 or 18.5.
I saw 16 and a half today.
He had 15.5 going into today, and I think he had 2 today, or a sack and a half.
2-point conversion doesn't count as a sack, so that just counts as a failed 2-point conversion. It doesn't count as a sack.
Okay, so I have to ask you, everybody and their mother started going on the McGlinchey train because the last couple of weeks he wasn't as bad as normally. So can that end now? Because he had 2 huge penalties today, coughing up George Kittle's first down and another false start. Like, McGlinchey needs to go, and he needs to go before he gets someone killed, because as much as I love Brock Purdy, I don't want to be on Josh Johnson as our only quarterback.
Well, they ain't going to have him go this season, that's for sure. So he's definitely finishing out this season.
No, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't want that to be our only option, like, as a starter.
Swan, I sent it in our group chat. No, but what I'm saying is you say you want Mike to go ASAP, and he ain't going nowhere this season. He won't be back next season, that's for sure, but we're still stuck with him fucking who knows what he's going to freaking kill in the damn playoffs.
I don't understand why.
We're down there in the fucking red zone, and we have to have fucking 2 field goals because he fucking cost us damn fucking, points down there. It's like,
but bullshit. we're still like churning out Brunskill and Burford. I just don't understand why we don't have just Brunskill and Burford. Like,
I got Sean,
or at least why won't you spell out McGlinchey? Like, you could do something. They're just refusing to pull him.
Yeah, because it's fucking draft stat, spot and fucking roster politics bullshit.
Hello?
Instead of just putting out the best guys out there.
We hear you.
I typoed. I'm Sean Song.
What?
Look at my name.
It don't
I don't
say
see your
nothing.
name.
Never mind, it's not important. Well, that was a weird game, huh?
Yep.
But my cousin's a big Commanders fan, and he was there at my mom's house today, and we were watching it together. And then we were texting back and forth, as when the game was close, and then all hell just broke loose for him. But man, Bosa is probably gonna get DPOY.
He better.
2 more sacks. Could have had like probably 5. He was so close on at least two to 3 of them. And then of course I thought he had the sack on that one, but none of those plays count. But it's a highlight.
Yeah.
And I think the Niners are still have a chance for the number 1 seed now that the Eagles lost. I'm pretty sure.
Eagles have to lose out.
Yeah, Eagles have to lose out.
Okay, so yeah, he has 17.5.
He's technically on pace for 20, right? There's 2 games left. He gets more than a sack a game.
And the Cardinals are on their 3rd string or 4th string quarterback right now. So
yeah, I think they're on McSorley, I think.
Yeah, Chase
We'll be
McSorley.
fucking McSorley once we get done with it. McSorley ass.
Okay. Yeah, so
everybody got their numbers in.
So since this is not the Wayne Breezy show, I feel that I can bring up this player without a bunch of derision from Breezy himself. What did you all think of Jordan Willis being there on that big turnover after the Bosa hit and sack?
I didn't even. So I was listening to the game, and I was at my mom's house at the same time, so I must have not caught that play.
Yeah, there's a sack and a turnover, and Jordan Willis is right there, and he was the one that got the ball, and then they were celebrating in the end zone.
Yeah, I know what play you're talking about. What do you mean? Like, what do we think about him being there?
It's just, he gets so underrated and no love for what he does for this team. Like, everyone keeps just saying, oh, well, he had the block punt and the block field goal in the Packer game, and he's not done anything else. And, like, anything else that he does do gets, like, just thrown under the bus. So it's like, I feel like I have to defend him because it's just like nobody wants to give him credit outside of that one divisional game.
He had a great game because he got both of his would-be sacks in the first half, I believe it was, or in the third quarter, it was called back because of a penalty.
46.
If you guys remember that, like, do you guys remember that he got the sack, but then it got called back because of a penalty or something?
Was that the Mooney Ward one where he had the holding call?
Yes, that was one of them. And then maybe the other one they didn't count as a sack because the guy just probably got over the 1 yard line. If I had to guess, the quarterback, and he ran him out. Or it was where it was on the keeper. It was on the keeper when they were doing what is that? The option play, and then Heineke kept it. But I think if Heineke keeps it, he's considered a runner, so it doesn't count as a sack.
Yeah, I think he had a great game. I think every time he plays, like just because there's no, it doesn't have to be a box score. Like you have to actually watch the freaking game to know what impact people are having. You can't just pull up a box score and say, oh, well, he didn't record a sack today, so he must have not done anything, His presence is definitely felt when he's in there.
Man, the way that game was going, I was telling my son, I was like, dude, this is going to be a close game, man, because we can't run the ball right now. And I told him one of the things that how we can win this game is if we get a bomb or we get scheme plays that go open, because we're not running up the middle, right?
Congrats, David.
Or we run outside, right?
On this episode of Decorating for Christmas is better like.
Whoa.
So it's like the one criticism I have about this game on offense is that we had 5 or 6 trips in the red zone, and we scored a touchdown on the last one.
Yeah, because 2 of those because stupid ass Mike McGlinchey. Freaking in his damn holding fucking penalties and shit. False start, whatever the frick, you know, like costing us freaking yardage when we're down there in the red zone, like stupid idiot.
And then on defense, I really don't. I think Washington made plays. You can't. You know, if they make plays, they make plays. The one thing I do is like all the times that we get like 3rd and 11 in this game, 3rd and 12, I'm like, okay, they're not going to complete this. And then I'm thinking, okay, just don't play soft coverage. Don't play soft coverage. And what do? They play soft coverage and they give up a first down.
Okay, enter your numbers for the next giveaway. Let's do our last Kittle and Nick Bosa combo.
Dude, like people are all those guys that got screwed for Kittle on their fantasy football. He's paying back in the playoffs. Yep. Was it 4 TDs in 2 games?
People probably had him benched though. They're like, fuck Kittle. No. He's not getting us any points.
That's funny. Can I ask you guys a question? I missed the beginning of this game because
so did I.
Like, I had to suffer through that Giants-Vikings game because I was with my parents. So, does anyone know how Jordan Mason got hurt?
I have no idea how he got hurt. I had no idea that he got hurt.
So it was like the first play, and 24's hurt, and my brother is once again heckling and jeckling and laughing about an injury, and I'm like, so beyond done with him.
So did Jordan Willis come back into the game?
Not Willis.
Mason.
Who?
Jordan Mason.
Oh, Jordan. Oh, I don't think he was in this game, but I know that.
Yeah, he got hurt on the first, like on the kickoff, on the very first play of the game or something.
Was it because
my brother starts like just laughing about how we can't keep a running back healthy and they're all made of glass and just like.
Yeah, it was the kickoff.
I don't know how it happened. All I know is he got hurt, and I didn't know how serious it was or how it happened. So I thought I'd ask you guys since we're all here.
Yeah, I had no idea about that. I know that he didn't go to practice because of the tightness in his hamstring. So hopefully, it's not that. Like I hope he didn't aggravate his hamstring.
Thank you, JDR.
Did Kyle come on yet?
He's probably on right now. I don't understand what the hell is going on with the TV here. Everybody get your numbers in. I've been holding on to this Kittle card for a while because I didn't want to get rid of it, but it's nice star status.
Maya is always so sweet. Even sick, she shows up for her fans.
Good luck, good luck, good luck. It was interesting though because, like I said, I missed about the first 5 minutes or so when I finally got the game on. It was probably 3rd down or whatever before that 4th down freaking bullshit to juice. But when I first turned the game on, TDP's in there, and I'm like, wow, like even if Jordan Mason didn't get hurt, whatever, like normally we don't see him till freaking 3rd, 4th quarter, I'm like, but TDP's already in there on opening drive. Like, this is kind of interesting.
I was impressed with him when it was 3rd and 1, and Kyle Juszczyk was out in front of him, and he like bulldozed to get that 1 yard that we needed.
Yeah.
I would not have an issue if TDP became a short yardage back that we've been waiting for.
I saw to come in and rush, be able to run, and he's basically been sitting on the freaking bench for 16 fucking weeks, and to be able to just come in there and, you know, yeah, he didn't have like some fabulous game where he's breaking off runs, but he didn't have any mistakes, you know, so that's the most important thing. He wasn't out there, you know, causing shit like getting flags and all this other shit like our freaking vets are doing, you know, so.
Yeah, and there's the inside zone plays were not going to work today. They are just way too stout up center. Like, our offensive line was not being able to get a push at all. Yep, it was only when we gaffed them on the sides, you know, on our outside zone or our sweep, on our reverse play. That was the only time we could get, like, consistently run the ball. But that D-line is crazy good.
Yeah, that D-line's no joke. And especially with what's-his-face coming back. Like I said on our show this week, like, of course, you know, he'll come back when he has to play the 49ers, and sure enough. And it didn't look like he had any rust, man. Like, they said, oh, he's probably going to play like 15 plays or something. He's in there like freaking the entire damn game, causing a ruckus.
He chased down, I think it was McCaffrey. He chased down McCaffrey, like on that one, I think it was a screenplay or something. He chased him down.
You knew he had Bosa in his sights, and he was like, I'm not missing my Buckeye game, and I have to absolutely show out.
Yeah, I was telling my cousin, because, you know, he's a big Commanders fan. Like, he has been a Commanders fan as long as I've been a Niners fan, right? Mm-hmm. I was saying, dude, you guys need. Because I may try to make him feel better. I go, dude, you should be proud, right? I'm trolling and making him feel better at the same time. I go, you should be proud and honored that you actually scored 21 points on my defense, right?
Oh,
and he's like, dude, what are you talking about, man? You got lucky. You guys got all these lucky turnovers, man. Blah blah blah. You know, he's doing that thing, and then I go, dude, you guys' defense is legit for sure. And I go, dude, next year we're gonna get Teran Payne, right? He's like, you're not gonna get Teran Payne. I go, dude, you guys could have had him. You guys didn't sign him even to. Did he even get his 5th-year option? He's like, dude, he's gonna be a Niner. He's like, he's not gonna be a Niner, dude. So, how did Javon Kinlaw look? Do you guys know?
He looked amazing.
He what?
He looked so good.
Oh my God.
He looked so good. I was so happy to see him. Like, I got like petrified that when they said they were gonna play him, because it's just like, I really don't want him to be like Elijah, where they come back for like a game or two and then they're out again because they rushed him back too fast.
Yeah, because I didn't see him in the first half. Did he play in the second half?
Who are you talking about?
Javon Kinlaw.
Kinlaw. When did Kinlaw play?
I don't know. I didn't see
like I said, I was so frazzled today. I lost my power. I missed the last like few minutes of the game. I missed the beginning of the game.
I mean, I know he has stats.
I just, you know, it's one of those things where you don't want to get your hopes up with him, but when you see him on the field, you're reminded why the Niners were so in love with this guy, because he has it. He can block field goals. He can get interceptions. He can stuff to runners.
Clog the lanes.
He can eat up guys so other guys run free. It's just like, he's a monster of a man, but those knees of his are just, I feel so bad for him.
Hey, JV. Hey, Ty. If you guys want to scroll up a few, the first number, let me let you guys know. The first number was with Stevo Supremo, 77. So if you guys want to check and enter your numbers, we're doing fast giveaways today. So get your numbers in because I'm about to draw the winner.
And if any of you believe in prayer, please keep Miriah and her family in your prayers.
Yes, please, and thank you. Good vibes, good juju, whatever the hell it is.
Healing vibes, positivity.
I'm sorry I missed that. Whose family?
Miriah and her family.
Miriah and her family?
Yes.
Okay.
Our host, Miriah.
Hey, Eric. Hey, Christy.
What happened? Did I miss something?
They got COVID.
Oh no. How are you feeling right now? I guess you're feeling pretty good to be doing the show. You're a
No, I'm
trooper.
not feeling very good at all.
Oh my lord.
My lungs hurt. My chest feels like a 500-pound freaking person sitting on there.
I love that you're wearing the like a Grinch shirt, just like Breezy. That made me happy.
All right, we're about to draw the winner. For those that have joined
That's
just
right,
now,
people.
it's for this Kittle. There's like a glare. Star status Kittle, and for this red, white, and blue Bosa. And don't worry, everything will be sanitized. You guys can't get my germs off of here, okay? And y'all know by the time I ever send it out anyway, it'll have plenty of time to die.
So, Miriah, I've been dying to ask you something, and I've not done it before because I didn't want to like piss you off, but I still have to ask you anyway. What did you think of Brandon not even making alternate, and somehow Devo gets it just based on name recognition?
Yeah, I think it's stupid. I think freaking BA doesn't get any of the love he fucking deserves. Yes,
I think it's just
because he has a shitty quarterback, and now
Devo
just because Devo hasn't even done shit all season, and he's gonna
but
get.
Devo has the name recognition because of the wide back thing and what he did last year, and just like it's the same thing with like Jake Brendel. Like I understand there's not very good centers in the league and stuff, but like I felt like if there should be any Niner offensive lineman that was an alternate, it should have been at least Aaron Banks, who today he had a bad game, but it's just like.
But what, his first
consistently
one in 6 games?
but consistently he's been the star this year. Like I don't understand the Pro Bowl. Like it feels like it's like a popularity contest.
7.
I have a feeling Bryant won with his 3 again.
No, John Via's 5, so.
John wins again! Yay! That hasn't happened in a while. Congratulations, John.
Congrats, JV.
Yeah, when the game started, I saw a pass from Purdy where Ayuk was open on a deep curl, and then Purdy like one hops it like 10 yards short. And I was like, oh no. And then so it's like, the one thing is, this is what I'm gonna say about Purdy, is that I liked how he extended some plays, even though they weren't even positive gains, but he showed some good juke. He like juked the guy. Like he's pretty good at that, right? The only problem is, of course, his arm, right? Like he does not have a strong arm. When everything's on time, he can throw it as far as he wants, like as any NFL QB, right? It's when things break and then he's rolling left or he's off his spot. Then, of course, you're going to see the limitations of his arm, right? But if everything's on time, everything's right, because if you look at most of his TDs this year, most of it is from guys running wide open, right? And he's hitting them on time within the progression. So with that, that's awesome. I'm just worried about when that's going to stop. You know what I mean? Like, because how playoff football is different, right? It's like, there's no doubt about it that the Commanders have a good defense, right? We weren't able to run the ball because we were getting in these situations where we can't run the ball. So now it's 3rd and long all the time in the first half, right? And then if you look at the second half, we had a lot of turnovers on defense, right? And then we hit 2 big plays, 2 big, like, pretty much wide open plays to Kittle, and the game was pretty much over, right? But that's my only concern about Purdy. But it's fine, like it's just gonna.
I felt actually calmer about Purdy in this game. Like everyone kept talking all week long that he has to have the team has to have a bad game to prove that Brock can come from behind, or they need to see Purdy when it's not an easy blowout, or can he handle the pressure of a defensive line like the Commanders? And it's just, I felt like Brock stood in there and he took his bad plays, but he never let it get to him. And I don't remember what quarter it was, but there was this one play where there was pressure in his face, and he does another juke move, and then he does a spin,
Yeah,
and then
I
he
saw
goes to the sideline, and then he throws the ball away, and it just like moments like that used to scare the living daylights out of me when it was Jimmy Garoppolo, because you knew it was gonna
Be a
somehow
sack
be a
or
pick or a huge sack or like he
yeah,
broke
for
it in
sure.
half because he fell the wrong way. Like
I mean, there's
it'd be like drive killers, and like I feel like, so what if Brock doesn't have the strongest arm, or so what if he doesn't have the greatest experience, or so what if he's learning on the job? Like it's amazing that he's been able to be some really good defenses. Like maybe they're not as healthy as like anyone, but like nobody's really healthy right now. So like the fact that he took on Miami and he took that shot right away to begin the Bucks game, and he took on Seattle in Seattle and he didn't flinch, and he took on a very angry, desperate Commanders defense. These things are something that give me hope. And I haven't had hope at the quarterback position in a really long time.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like for sure, like it's Purdy or bust at this point, right? Like, if everything stays healthy, it's gonna be him. Like no matter who comes back, no matter if Jimmy comes back, or I don't think Trey's gonna come back, but no matter any of those guys come back, it's Purdy's team. Like there's no doubt about it, right? The only way that
I hope so.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that so confidently.
Well, really? I mean, I'm
out of the shit that we've seen this coach and this front office do, you're saying really? Like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Jimmy's healthy enough to come back and take starting's job again.
Oh my God, they would take so much shit for that.
I'm not saying it's the right thing. Trust me, I don't want that at all. But nothing would surprise me at this point. So to act like, oh, really? Like that would be some big surprise? No, it's not. Well, not, I mean,
I get what you're saying, but God, that would be crazy. That would be insanity.
Miriah would turn Vegas into a New Year's protest against the Niners.
The whole fan base would go crazy besides Jimmy.
God, that would be disgusting. All right, does everybody get their numbers in?
Z3. I mean, Z3. It's a BMW.
Since TDP got some play today, we can finally do a TDP giveaway. I've been waiting. So let's do Javon Kinlaw since he's back. TDP.
Yay!
And Ben and I 3-pack. Good luck, everybody.
And thanks to everybody who's tuning in live and will watch this show back and spending your Christmas Eve with us.
So did I hear that Talanoa didn't have a good game?
I thought he had a great game.
So why did Grant say he gave up 2 TDs or something like that?
Well, he was in coverage. He was in coverage on at least one. I know that.
I thought the other one was Samuel Womack. So I saw 26 get completely burnt by Scary Terry.
Was it really bad? Was he really burnt?
Well, I mean, they were in the red zone. They're like at the 2 and goal, so I mean, how much room and how much, it's not like he got burnt like down the field for a 90-yard fucking touchdown or something.
No, but you could see Samuel Womack saw Scary Terry and he kind of like backed off and let him run. And then he was right there when he caught the ball, but it's just like, I'm not mad about it because, Samuel Womack hasn't had like a lot of time to actually play corner, so.
Yeah, and Scary Terry is amazing. That guy is really good.
You know what play really impressed me, and it's not like a shock, but it's just when Mike Dad compliments a Niner linebacker, it's something. You remember that play where
70.
Dre Greenlaw in like 2 yards shy of the goal line just came in and like absolutely let the guy out of bounds so that way he didn't try to go in for the touchdown, and he even tried to go for a hit if there wasn't any kind of a penalty. Like, I love Jay Greenlaw and I love his viciousness and I love how physical of a player he is, but it made me happy that he, even like with the Pro Bowl snub and everything else, like he didn't put himself or his team at risk. And how many goal line stands this team was able to
I mean, if he
produce
keeps it
on
up,
this
he's still.
game and not like given on fourth down was amazing.
I mean, if he keeps it up, he can get an All Pro. So that means more.
Yeah.
That means more, anyways.
JDLR, congrats, you again.
When I was watching the game early, Fred was having a good game.
Fred's always having a good game.
Yeah, true.
He's like our most consistent freaking guy.
One of them, yeah.
And I saw Omenihu get a bunch of pressure early. Damn, both could have had like 4 or 5 sacks today. He was so close on a couple of them. Like that one play where Wentz is like, he barely gets out of it and like his knee is like literally 1 inch off the ground.
Oh, man. I know the play. I didn't think that Kyle should have challenged that play, but
man,
it's what it is. I love that we actually got Heineke bench though.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice when this defense just like frustrates someone so much that they're like, we gotta go Carson Wentz because hopefully he can give us a spark.
When do the Raiders play?
Tonight. They're playing the Steelers on the 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception, and they're retiring Franco's number tonight.
And then our next game, is it Saturday or Sunday?
New Year's, I believe, is what, another Saturday?
Yeah.
We playing on New Year's Eve, or are we playing on New Year's Day?
New Year's Day. That's Sunday.
Okay.
Okay, enter your numbers. We'll do the next giveaway.
We gotta beat them. We gotta beat the Raiders. Get a couple sacks. Get a few sacks in their car.
I think the Raiders are in for a rude awakening tonight.
Who are they playing?
The Steelers.
Is it at Pittsburgh?
Yep.
I am so full right now, and then I still have to go to my in-laws to eat. My stomach is literally like a potbelly, like a Vietnamese potbelly pig.
That's funny.
Sorry for the visual.
Sean, it's so nice to see you in the chat. Thank you for being here. Not to ignore everybody else, but I always love seeing Sean Shepard in chats. It always makes me laugh.
So,
smile.
are any concerns of the game? We know that it's, we scored 38 points, but are there any concerns other than injuries?
My concern is the offensive line. My concern is Mike McGlinchey, and my biggest concern is Kyle Juszczyk on short yardage plays as a running back, because that should never ever happen, but it keeps happening, and they keep using him in the end zone for some stupid reason.
So the one thing I do like is that I don't think out of any of the top opponents that are left, right, that's going to make the playoffs, none of them really have a stout D-line, meaning like they can just stuff the run like Washington does. Right? We might play Washington again, but I'm not worried about that because we obviously just beat them, right? But like Philly is not stout against the run. We know the Vikings are not stout against the run. Dallas is not stout against the run. Like literally none. My thing with the Niners on offense is if you can stop their running and you make it have like third and long, if you have bad down and distance on third down, that's when you can kind of stop the Niners. But if you let the Niners run, then you're in a world of hurt, right? Because then at that point they can do whatever they want, right? And so
I mean, they didn't run very well today.
They didn't run very well today, and that's why it was great that because Kyle's been in his bag the last couple of weeks, right? Like how many guys have? And what's good about it is that Purdy is lasting long enough. Remember when the film on Jimmy was like maybe 6 weeks ago, where like, look at all these guys. If he just waited a tad, like a second longer, he has Ayuk wide open. If he just waits a tad open, he has Ayuk wide open. Well, this is what we're seeing. He's waiting a tad more, like just a tad, not even a second more, and guys are breaking open, and he's hitting them. That's what's happening because throughout the whole year, it's been like that, right? When people break down the all 22, it's like, oh, look how wide open Juice is. Look how wide open Ayuk is if he just waited a little bit, So now Purdy is doing that. He's hitting those guys that we see later on in the progression that are wide ass open, right? So even though we're not able to run the ball today, we were able to hit explosives. And that's how it's been for the last 2 weeks, actually, right? Because last week's game was kind of like that as well. And but if we can run the ball and do that, dude, no one in the NFC is going to be able to really handle it. I'm not saying that, oh yeah, the Niners are going to just kill everyone, but I'm just saying that before I used to think, okay, you know what, we have deficiencies here, right? We better run the ball and which do enough in the middle passing game, and the defense holds out and we win the game, right? But now it's like, since the offense is a little bit more open now, right? Because now they can do bootlegs, now they can run the ball, now they can do dump offs to CMC, now they can throw long on the deeper progressions that are the guys that are always open. So now you have another facet of the offense, actually 2 more facets that Jimmy was not even there. Like, it doesn't even exist with Jimmy. Like, because we know Jimmy's not going to evade any tackles or do any rollouts, and we've seen it all year of him he gets rid of the ball so much, he is not patient enough on some of the routes that for them to develop and be wide open. And that's why teams probably knew that. Teams probably were like, dude, he only throws it within this window. He hardly ever hits his third or fourth receiver. So it's like teams kind of know that, and that's why but now it's something that other teams have to think about now. Like, look at later on the progression, he'll hit the guy. You leave him open, Purdy will hit him.
Yeah, also feels like it's absolutely changed. You know how Kyle was always criticized and always pissed off Denise most of all, that he was a control freak and he wouldn't let his quarterbacks do anything? Not only does it feel like he actually trusts Purdy and he lets them call audibles and change plays and everything else, but it feels like the entire offense has changed. Like, you know how like we would go away from the run easy before, or we try throwing it on like first and second down, and then we go for like the big run on like third down or something like that. And it feels like now we're running it on first and second down, and then we're like throwing it on third down because they have faith in Purdy seeing the person that is schemed wide open or making a play himself. And it feels different when you're watching this game, and it feels like we're actually taking advantage of the players who can stand up in critical moments. So whether it is a Brandon Ayuk or George Kittle or Jawan Jennings, who also had a phenomenal game today, like, it feels like this offense, when one part of the game struggles,
85.
the other part can carry them. So I am really, really grateful for that. John won twice. No way.
Let me get through the numbers first. Hold on. Yep. Congrats, JV.
Yay! JV is sweeping again, and it is the return of John V, and it's in time for Christmas. Let's go.
This is what you get. Fred Warner. Some Brandon Ayuk and some Javon Kinlaw rookie card. Congrats.
So, Miriah, I have a question for you. Do you think we're going to see more of Ambry Thomas or Samuel Womack playing corner? Because it feels weird that we keep seeing more of Thomas. I feel like they're so hell-bent to prove that this guy isn't a bust.
Yeah, I don't know. I would hope not Ambry Thomas, but good question.
So, who's your favorite player over the last couple of weeks? Like, who's impressed you the most?
I mean, the guys we've seen the most get most used. I mean, it's Kittle and CMC. So, I mean, you can't really say anybody else on the offense besides them because nobody else is getting anything.
I was just asking in general. It didn't have to be offense.
Yeah, I know, but I'm starting with the offense.
Okay, so...
I mean, the entire defense has been impressive. So, I mean, it's really hard to just single out a defensive guy when the entire defense is playing.
So then if I had to go with offense and someone you didn't pick, I would have to say Jawan Jennings and Ty Davis-Price. And I know it was just today, but it's just after all the talk about why he wasn't playing, it was really nice to see him come in and just have crucial first downs when we needed it.
Swan, you there? No. Christy says Kittle and Purdy.
Yep.
Hey, Paul. Says George Kittle, CMC, Brandon. Ayuk had, I mean, he's had a pretty good game. 5 catches for 81 yards.
It baffles me why nobody wants to give Brandon the respect that he deserves. Like, I'm not you, and I'm never going to claim that he was my GOAT because that was your thing from day one, but he's an absolute wide receiver one. Like, he does so much for this team. He is so underappreciated. Like, I don't get the why everyone just seems to think that like Debo's so much better than him, and I don't see it. Debo had a magical season, and I'm not taking anything away from him, but the way that Brandon stays healthy and the way that he can do so much, whether it's the blocking or the catching or just... And he never feels like that diva. Like, you always like feel afraid like when someone's that talented, they're gonna be like the diva receiver, and that just doesn't feel like who Brandon Ayuk actually is, you know?
I just think right now, like with Brandon, is that he hasn't had like, you know, that crazy game yet, you know, and it's not really his fault, right? It's just kind of like how things have just played out, you know. It's like, and then another thing is like, there's so many weapons on this team that it's just hard to, you know, like I know lately it's been freaking Kittle, but it's like he's literally sprinting wide open, so it's like, you know, he's always going to be matched against probably like who was on him today that was supposed to be taking him, like a strong safety or like a freaking linebacker, when Ayuk is most of the time going to get, you know, the number one cornerback, right? So it's like, you know, his time will come. But I think, I mean, I like Ayuk. It's just one of those things where it's like, it's just sometimes football is like that. It's like you think it's like the guy that should do it, and he had a big play today, right? Almost scored, but that was a huge play. That was like what, a 50-yard play, right? And he's always open. But
always.
I think I saw a chart that showed like all the top win rates for your routes, like win rate routes or something like that, and he was.
You cut out.
Those grids where it's like a Cartesian coordinate, and he was, right there on the right side of it, and I was like, wow. But that's not surprising though, right?
My one issue today though with Brandon, and correct me if I'm probably the only one, but that fight on the sideline between, I think, him, Chase Young, and I forget who the other player was, where Ayuk was punched in the helmet or the face, then he retaliated. I got so scared because the way he fought back, it's not that I was afraid he'd get flagged. I got scared that his fingers would get stuck in the guy's helmet. And for the life of me, I get that it's a physical sport and things get chippy and you're defending yourself because you're not throwing the first punch. But I never understood why these guys go barehanded at a guy's face mask, especially a receiver whose entire career pretty much depends on his hands to catch.
Let's do a giveaway. Enter your numbers 1 through 100. We're going to do this numbered Nick Bosa card, number 34 out of 50. Good luck. And I'm going to be getting out of here soon because I feel like shit.
We can end this now if you want to. I don't want you to push yourself any more than you already have.
The Swan don't put his freaking seatbelt on. Like, Jesus.
Aiden, put the seatbelt on.
Fucking dinging up.
It's my kid, dude. He's like, just.
You should be having your kid wear his freaking seatbelt.
Yeah, I know.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you, dude?
And just so everyone knows, if you actually get the number correctly and not close to it, Miriah is giving up a signed Danny Gray card currently.
Yep. Autographed Danny Gray card. If you get the number exactly right, that's your bonus. Good luck, good luck. Get your numbers in.
Mine's up there on the wall. Both of them. Charlie Warner and Diamador Lenore, and I get to fall asleep looking up at them, and it is a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Hey, do you know
Ryan,
if the Niners? If the Niners
what did you say?
Record, do you guys know if the Niners got the record? Because we are tied with the Ravens for not allowing a run. I guess the team's opposing offense, it was either 75 yards or 80 yards, and we have did it 7 games in a row, and that would be tied with the Baltimore Ravens. If we did it in 8 time, we'd break the record. But I don't know what I don't know what we finished at. Does anyone know what that record is?
No, but you were up for that.
Yeah. So right now, supposedly we have 7 games in a row that we've held the opposing team to. It's either 70, it's under 80 yards or under 75 yards. It's one of those, and we've done it 7 games in a row. The Ravens have done it 7 games. The 2002 Ravens, the one of the all-time defensive teams. We were tied with them as for the NFL record. We could have beat them today if we allowed. It's either 75 or 80 yards. I'm not sure how many yards
we allowed. 79. So.
Oh, so I wonder. I don't know if the record is 75 or 80. I don't know which one it is.
All I know is I'm glad that they finally got over that 15 or 17 point loss, like not giving up 15 or 17 points, because I feel like, and I told JV this a while ago, like those kind of streaks like make me nervous, because like when you keep waiting for that, like the not giving up any points in the second half, it usually bites you in the ass when that stuff finally falls. So like out of anything, that made me a little happy that it happened today, because that way that's out of the way and we can start a new streak, or like not have to worry about, is this gonna happen? And then, because I feel like when you have like those kind of weird streaks, like it's almost impossible to live up to.
Hey, Tanya. Hey, sis. Thank you. I just got your
Tanya!
Cash App as well. I appreciate that. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you too.
Merry Christmas to the entire Sayal family.
Tanya has such a beautiful family. Like, I just want to, every time she sends me pictures of her grandkids, I swear I just want to be squeezing her little cheeks. Like, they're so cute. Like, I just want to squeeze them. Like, like, you just wait till I meet them. You're never going to get them back.
I love that they're all so close and they're so diehard and they love the Bay and
Yep.
they're inspirational. And so is she. So Tanya is a real one, and if you're not following her, you better do it now, because she's just, you're missing out on one of the best people ever.
Swan Stevo says it was 70, and we gave up 79. If you hear that.
Well, all things must come to an end, right?
Yep. Hey, Rick. Paul says, all I want for Christmas is a 49ers win, 11-4.
Absolutely.
All right, let's draw the winner for this numbered Bosa card.
You know who's actually impressed me the most, and I had such a grudge against him because he reminded me of
79.
Richie James in the absolute worst way, but Raheem McLeod has been so clutch on offense.
Okay, guys, I gotta run.
All right, Swan.
See ya.
Yeah, have a happy holiday.
I'll see you guys on Twitter DMs.
All right, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Looks like Tia.
John, she's coming for your streak.
Yep. She's coming to get your ass, boy. Let me double check, make sure. Yep. Looks like that's it. Congrats, Tia. Oh, man. Anything else you want to talk about?
Yes. I love Jay Greenlaw.
I know, man.
Like, in a very unhealthy, ultra obsessed way, I love Jay Greenlaw. I really, really, truly do. I'm happy we got the win, and hopefully there's no major injuries to Jordan Mason or anybody else in this game. This makes me happy.
My winners
I missed the job. Congratulations to everyone who won. Tia, John, McNiner, JDLR.
JV.
Sorry if I missed. Sorry if I missed somebody.
All right, fam. I appreciate you all. Sorry, you still got an hour show, so that's good. Considering I'm almost gonna go lay down and die right now, probably. So you guys got my last hour of life out of me, so feel blessed.
You be careful. Please don't overextend yourself.
Like, this is not what I wanted for fucking Christmas, let me tell you that. Somebody that doesn't, like, you know how paranoid, like, I never leave my fucking house because I don't want to get sick. and I
Girl,
still fucking
I
get sick.
I barely want to go grocery shopping because I'm that scared of going out. And then
Me too.
my mom just so happens to work at a freaking hospital, and you would think that's safe. And yet, New Jersey
No.
protocols mean that you don't have to wear a damn mask. And this coworker of hers came in knowing that they had COVID, got the entire office sick, and then my mom did her best to be quarantined, but the entire family got sick anyway. And it's crazy the way that people just have no respect or care for anyone's life or the people that they can get sick with this.
I agree.
And I love all the meetups, but I swear to you, at the same time, I flinch every time that everyone's right on top of each other, like smiling and laughing, and it freaks me the hell out because, like, being high
Yeah, I ain't
risk
getting close to
just wakes
nobody,
me
shit.
out when people are on top of each other.
Like, good thing I don't like
So,
people too much anyway. So, I'm not. I wasn't trying to be by them even before COVID.
ah, man. And everybody,
right,
if
chat.
you are gonna be in Vegas, what, next weekend?
Yep. Next weekend
Please
on
hit
the
up
1st.
one of the meetups. You got Mariah's meetup with TL. You got, I think,
Chapman's
I don't know if they're
and
I don't
Bridgie's
know if they're
meetup
still
on
doing it or
Saturday.
not. I don't know if they're
Well,
still doing that or not. You'd have to
I
ask
mean, they
John
were still
Chapman.
selling tickets 2 days ago, so
We're in the playoffs. We got another important win. And this defense is so much fun to watch. As a fan of defense, this is just like one of the most fun things in the world. And it's nice to see the Tia and John V friendly rivalry back. And thank you, Mariah, for once again doing the show, even though you're sick. And please, everybody, if you believe in prayer, positivity, or any kind of anything, please keep Mariah in your prayers, and everyone have a happy holiday and stay safe.
Memphis, Maine, good to see you. We're out of here, brother. Appreciate you stopping by. Chat,
Bye,
you guys are
Memphis.
the best as always. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Hope everybody has a safe and wonderful weekend, no matter what you celebrate. Celebrate time with your family. Love those around you. Yeah.
And thanks,
I
Swan,
love
for
you
coming
guys.
on.
Melissa, appreciate you coming through again since TL, who knows, playing hooky. He's going to get fired soon. TL, you know we love you. Appreciate you, brother.
We can't break up the Vegas duo.
But yeah, love you, fam. I'll see you guys next week sometime.
Bye,
Hopefully I'll be
everybody.
feeling better.